Hello, Gemini. Welcome to Time Wit T. This is your February reading. Trying to get this mic so it works where it needs to be. Yeah, like that. This is your February reading. I know I'm a little bit late. Been busy, but I'm here now. So this is for all placements of Gemini, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising placements. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Go ahead and like and subscribe. It does help my channel with outreach and helping it grow. I don't make anything monetarily from doing this. Let's see. I'm going to start with the spellcasters to get an oracle message for overall energy, and then we'll move into the tarot. All right. Divine energy source. This is for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising. Okay. That was easy. Forgiveness, well-being, truth, willpower, and empowerment. Okay. Some of you need to forgive yourself. Some of you, your well-being or your health or something is being affected by something emotional that you're holding on to. And what's going to bring that around is complete truth. Like literally looking at things and being honest with yourself about self and being honest with yourself about others. You are strong enough to do this. You can do it at any time, and empowerment will follow. I do feel like I hear the word wishy-washy. So some of you get on this path and then you fall off and then you get back on. And all you're doing is sending out scrambled signals. Like there's no general feeling of this is my mission. These are my goals. This is what I'm aiming for. It's one moment I'm aiming for this. The next moment I'm aiming for that. Then the next moment you're good. The next moment you're not good. And which is, okay to an extent. Yeah. Bye. Just to go get her. Have James get her. Just to set your goals and manifestations is great, but when you can't hold to that and it continuously changes, and then you go back on that and you want it again, say you say I want a dozen of eggs, and then you get to the store and it's like, oh, I'll take 6, a half a dozen, and then you get home and you're like, I should have got a dozen. That's the type of energy that I'm feeling. It's just really wishy-washy. And you need to look at the truth in that about yourself. I hear a lot of it is due to denial, like denying circumstances, denying parts of your personality and aspects of yourself that you could actually be working on, but you're in complete denial about it. So let's get into some tarot so that I can dig in and get some more clarity and depth on this situation. Get in your business, I guess, All right. Here we go. Lola, are y'all going to the basketball court? Yeah. Okay, because she keeps barking and growling and acting crazy. Can I get clarity on forgiveness? Whenever she sees them up there, she acts a fool. Clarity on forgiveness. Okay. 6 of Wands. Your victory is going to come in forgiveness. It's going to come in not being a victim. It's going to come in humbling yourself, and wise choices. Some of you are looking for a promotion, some type of award or a scholarship, some type of recognition. And the only way it's going to come is if you really look at some things that maybe you need to ask forgiveness for, or you need to accept someone's forgiveness. Well-being, thank you. Well-being, something flipped in here. I know it did. I saw it. Where is it? Y'all going to the duck pond or the school? All right. Love you. Bye. I know something flipped, y'all. Hold up. Wait a minute. All right. Maybe it flipped all the way because I'm not seeing it. All right. I'm going to keep going. Sorry, you guys. Okay. It must have flipped all the way back around. All right. Sorry, y'all. What do we have for well-being? 8 of Wands. 8 of Cups. 9 of Swords. Ooh. On your well-being. So it's like too much is going on right now. You might be focused on the wrong things. Stress is blocking positive opportunities and outcomes. Something is about to change really quickly in your life. You need to be able to multitask. You need to get out of this mindset, this wishy-washy mindset, because there's some changes up ahead. Some of you need to move on and walk away from a situation. And that's that forgiveness and being honest with yourself, because truth is here and just seeing it for what it is. And some of you need to walk away. Some of you are might be ready to focus on a spiritual career, like changing completely everything you've done and just dive into your purpose. And it could be related to your spirituality. But there is a big life change up ahead, a change in priorities. Some of you may be changing residence, but it's going to be happening quickly. You might need to network to get the move going, but some of you are about to go through something major. And it could be positive or it could be negative. It all depends on how your mind and ego and spirit works through this. 9 of Swords is pretty heavy. It's like you expect the worst, but you operate in this egoic pride where you try to ignore why you expect the worst. And no one knows. You're not really telling people that, but that is your thought processes. So like sleepless nights, you need to refocus your thoughts. Sometimes coming into peace and forgiveness with yourself can easily, and it's not like a narcissistic, I forgive myself. It's just the acknowledgement that maybe you are the cause of someone else's suffering, or you maybe handled something inappropriately. Just acknowledging that can shift so much. That is a forgiveness. That's a reality. That is truth. And truth is here. So you're being asked to live in your truth. Okay. Truth for Gemini. A lot of cards. The World. Yeah. Once you move in truth and you really look at the good, bad, and indifferent of yourself, and you look at aspects of you that maybe aren't the most attractive or productive, an enlightenment, a spiritual enlightenment is going to happen. And then you will have the freedom and pride. You'll be proud of yourself and what you're creating after you really look and deal with those, not so productive aspects of yourself, or attractive aspects of yourself. And I don't mean outwardly attractive, I mean emotionally, and how you interact with people, your secret private thoughts and machinations. And you can present as caring and loving, but in your heart, do you hold jealousy? Do you play games with people? Are you manipulative? Are you malicious? Are you two-faced? Are you fake? Whatever it is, this is asking you to look at the truth of those aspects of self, because there's a huge interruption coming up in your life, and it can be positive karmically or negative karmically. Also, the Eight of Swords, you're not entrapped. Sometimes you act like you are, and it's really just you're not getting what you want. So then, not taking responsibility, and you're creating this trapped moment. And the Empress is here, who is nowhere near trapped. And the Empress is about giving birth to your dreams and taking time to control your actions and balance yourself. Then you have the Two of Wands, which is about making a change, a choice. It's about expanding your plans and moving forward boldly into something new. And then the Ten of Pentacles, which will bring you not only financial security, but peace and contentment in life. And you will share your knowledge, and you'll be very vulnerable and transparent with people to help guide them through those processes. So if you're on this spiritual journey and you're thinking about a spiritual career, there is a collective of people that really could benefit from you being vulnerable, exposing your good, bad, and indifferent, and sharing how you were real with yourself and what you reaped from that. The benefits, the positive outcome, how your life shifted once you started operating in the truth of yourself. Let's get to willpower. So even negative situations can be positive. They're for you to bless someone else. So if they take your advice, they don't have to relive it themselves. You could be like a mentor, or a Reiki healer or something like that. Willpower, but you got to clear all your stuff out. So like energy healing, like Reiki, even like tarot, like you have to clear out all of those aspects of you that are egoic in order to reach other people. It's a complete humbling, but like you can still protect yourself and be a badass, but you can't be walking with that dark and coming into the light. You know what I mean? You really have to look at your good, bad, and indifferent. And you don't have to tell anyone. You need to do that for yourself. I'm sorry for the smoke detector. We still can't reach it, y'all. So on willpower, the Hermit is here. This is about spending time alone. Two of Cups, balancing your life. Two of Cups is change, creating something extraordinary, patience and balance again. So lots of patience and balance for you, because you're really wishy-washy. I said that a few times. Strength is here, personal power, compassion that brings about forgiveness. So you may need to ask someone for forgiveness. You might have been doing something behind someone's back, or had thoughts and machinations that weren't wholesome for someone, and you maybe smiled in their face, but you were completely two-faced, or they were. And you need to take this leap of faith, or someone's going to take a leap of faith and come to you. But I feel this is about you, Gemini. Push your fears aside and take that leap to have your new start. And then the Two of Cups is here. Once you make that shift, that's major life work. It really is, to look at good, bad, and indifferent in yourself, and to accept your ugly as well as your good. That is deep work. We call it shadow work. We call it looking at our shadow, our opposite self, right? This is calling you to do that. And then Two of Cups is here. Falling in love, resurgence of romance, forgiveness again. So there's a lot of forgiveness on the table. It's about reciprocity. To the Two of Pentacles. Um, that's balancing that wishy-washiness. A need to bring balance and fun into your life. Balancing and budgeting, you guys relocating, that might be a part of that. There's a lot of imbalance in your life right now. Empowerment, please. The Magician. Yeah. So basically, you're creating whatever's going on in your life, or it's a part of actions and movements you've made. It's like what you need, what you're receiving is what you've created. So be very mindful. The moon is here. This is about pay attention to the signs from divine, unnecessary worrying. Paying attention to what's real, what's true. What is the truth, Gemini? King of Pentacles is stability and compassion. That is the point. When you become fully empowered and you look at things, you're going to have a good person that you work for, like your job will change and you'll be fulfilled. Everything turning out beautifully. Positive support. Everything isn't a challenge. Seven of Pentacles. This is reaping what you've sown, a time for rest, unnecessary worry, all about empowerment, empowering yourself by knowing self. The High Priestess is here. This is about turning inward to get your soul's true desire, developing your intuitive gifts. So I told you some spiritual gifts going on. Then you have your ego, surrendering it. You're not really trapped. Accept responsibility for your situation and make choices that support your path. It could also be addiction and unhealthy habits. Like, I don't want to say it, but I'm going to say it. I feel narcissism in this reading, Gemini. The Lovers is here. It's about making choices from your heart. A lot of you make choices out of fear or control, and you need to make choices from your heart. And the last card is the King of Swords. He cuts through all bullshit, very respected, can receive wise advice from counsel around them, like they communicate clearly. It could also be emotionally unavailable. You may find that people are emotionally unavailable, and that's like a mirror of yourself. You're not really offering your whole true self. You're creating this facade and not taking the time alone to figure out who you really are, and that's what you're recycling in your life. Let me get you some Earth Path. Could I have some Earth Path for Gemini, please? I feel that one. Earth magic. Yeah, so you have a mission while you're here. You do have a spiritual path. It's going to take that shadow work. Power. Yeah, once you shift and you really look at and clear whatever needs to be cleared for you, your whole situation is going to change. The reading said that being trapped is an illusion. You create this trapped feeling because you don't get what you want. And if it's through, maybe not being truthful or, your inner thoughts and manipulations. And a lot of people think, they don't know what I'm really up to. You know what? No one has to know what you're really up to. You're creating your own destiny and your own fate just by being up to, whether it's positive or negative, that's what you're going to sow back. This says get focused and you're strong enough to handle what's ahead and you can do it. But there is some intense work for you, Gemini. Um, so Gemini, yeah, and I'm going to just say this because I feel it so deeply, but a lot of people are put off or don't stay because they come to this realization that they don't really know if you're being true or real or not. So it's like a turn off and they just move on like, okay, that's not who I thought they were. And because you're presenting too many different ways and they see it though. You think people don't see it because you think it's inside of you, but no, it's seen and it's felt. Sound healing, so some singing bowls or some music or vibrations. Meditate is your self-care. Use your intuition. Watch a movie. Get your mind off of all of this stuff you're up and down and over and around and wishy-washy about. And then music again, and then clean your space. Let's get a numerology card. Those fell. Gosh, physical activity. Ooh. Ooh. All right. Perseverance. Taking a time out. Yeah, you got forgiveness again. Oh my gosh. Yeah, some of y'all need to ask someone for forgiveness because you think someone doesn't know you did something, but they know. Love, partnership, and manifestations are the last two out. 8 and 8. So you've got some shadow work to do. And the moon card came out. That's like going through the dark night of the soul and really analyzing yourself and, figuring out who you are and holding fast to that. So this time out is for you to slow down and really figure yourself out. Sometimes that if you're not moving a lot, like physically active, sometimes working out can help a lot. I go to the gym consistently and I'm not Gemini, but I go and I notice that, it gives your mind is tired. It just wants to rest after you've worked out. And then that gives you a moment to really sit with yourself and meditate on what you need to work on. But I'm going to stop there, Gemini. If you could please it does help my channel. Subscribe for more content. And I hope this helped. I know it's not like V-Day message, and I know a lot of people would like that. But if you'd like to enjoy Valentine's Days from the next one coming, if that's important to you, this is saying you've got some inner work to do. You're on a hamster wheel and it's time to hop off, make some progress. Okay. So I love y'all. Bless up.